y'all doing? What's going on? We are here again, honey. It's Wednesday, May 1st. Happy May 1st, everybody. Girl. When I tell y'all Monique is at it again, honey, she is cussing out Tyler Perry and Oprah. And I got to tell you all about it because it is a mess. I just don't know what to take from it. You know, some people are like, Monique, go put it, girl, if you don't go get you some therapy, because every day is cussing somebody out. But a lot of her audience are saying it's not funny. They're sick and tired of the repetitive cussing Tyler Perry and Oprah out. Okay. Now, she did say some stuff about Oprah. I'm going to tell y'all what she said. And also in this video, I got to tell y'all, we got to talk about Benzino. Benzino, he's coming out and he is defending R. Kelly. What the heck? What the heck? What is he doing? He's doing all these interviews. I wish some people just shut up. Be quiet. But he's doing these interviews and he's telling everybody that R. Kelly should be free. He's trying to argue the case that, you know, it's nothing wrong with a little bump and grind with a little 16-year-old, okay? And a lot of people are just not here with it. He doesn't know his audience. And you know what I think? I think he was talking to his men friends, and they okay with that. Because it's been a lot of cases going on out here in the news. I don't know if y'all been seeing it, but a lot of these young girl teachers, 35, 25-year-old teachers have been caught messing around with young boys, 12, 13 years old. Have y'all been seeing that in the news, or is it just me? Have y'all been seeing an increase with these grown women messing around with 12 to 13-year-old boys? All right, press 2 if y'all have seen that increase in the news. Okay. Now, when those reports come about, you see a lot of men in the comments section talking about, oh my God, I wish that was me. I wish I had a teacher like that. So you do have a lot of men that push pedos when it comes to young boys with older women. Now, pedos are pedos. It don't matter how you form it, but you see a lot of it. You see a lot of it. Do y'all know that? Okay, so you seen it, y'all see it, huh? What do y'all think about these men out here that they're okay with the narrative and they comment like, oh, I wish when I was 13 I would have had a grown person to touch on me and to do X, Y to me, and they putting out here on the internet and they getting a whole bunch of likes from it too. Okay, yeah, y'all don't discuss that much. But anywho, I think he's talking to his friends and bringing it back and trying to come up with this argument, but he don't know his damn audience. I think he done lost his mind. He does not know his audience because his own daughter, Coy, now I don't know if y'all know Coy, but she's a rapper girl. And she came out, she said, listen, I disown my father. I don't got nothing to do with him. I haven't talked to him in a year. Whatever he said on these podcasts, it has nothing to do with me, because she says she disowned her own father. And another thing we got to talk about is that Dan. Y'all know Dan. I can't pronounce his last name, damn Schneider. Girl, he's about to sue Quiet on the Set. Now, I didn't watch the documentary, just like I didn't watch the documentary with R. Kelly. Hell, I know they did it. I know a pedo when I see one. I know a pedo when I see one, and R. Kelly did it. It was no need for me to watch the damn documentary. Hell, I saw enough when I saw that video of him pissing on that little girl. You know what I mean? And shit. I don't want to watch that to get depressed and all sad. You know what? The crazy part about it, if R. Kelly had a series of videotapes of all the girls he done SA'd, a lot of y'all would sit down and watch all those videos. I'm not watching that stuff. I'm not going to sit here and watch somebody SA somebody. It makes me uncomfortable to watch, but some of y'all love it. So with the Quiet on the Set, I didn't watch that, but I heard about it. And you know, I like hearing from secondhand. I like when y'all tell me about it. I'd rather not. But he is suing quiet on the set. He said they painted him out to be a pedo. A lot of people like, well, ain't that what you is? So he is suing them. People feel like, well, didn't you apologize? And the thing is, did he apologize? And did he say in his apology, hey, I apologize for being a pedo? Or did he say, I apologize for any pain and suffering he caused anybody? See, those are two different things. When you apologize, you need to put in the apology what exactly you did. You need to put the crime you did. I don't want no vague apology. I'm sorry if I hurt you. I'm sorry that you was crying. No, mother sucker. Tell me exactly what you did in apology, and you need to apologize for that so we can be clear across the board. So I guess he feels like he's not no pedo, and he is suing quiet on the set. So those are the ramifications that we're going to be talking about. Y'all can feel free to call in. My phone number is at the top. And if you don't want to call in, you can also hit that chat link to hit us on StreamYard, okay? So I'm going to play a little audio of that Monique, Cuss, and Tyler Perry. And what do y'all think about Monique and Cuss and Tyler Perry and the Oprah out? What do y'all think? Do y'all like it or y'all tired of it? Which one? One, if you like when Monique cuss out Tyler Perry and Oprah, or press 4 if you just tired of it. You think she need to get some help because it's not making her happy. And you know, on this audio that I'm about to play, she exposed Oprah and Gayle for being lovers. She said, y'all know they are gay lovers. Well, hell, Monique, ain't your husband a gay man? Monique, don't let me get Flame Monroe. What's her name? Flame Monroe. Flame Monroe up here didn't Flame Monroe say her man was a gay man? Huh? Shit, everybody gay at this point. Shit, you know what I mean? The whole black community, 80%, 90% is bi and gay and curious. Hell. All right, so here it is. I have to stop and go because she cussed so much, but she did expose Gayle and Oprah. She said they are lovers. Now, she said something to me, it was very disgusting. I ain't like it. She said she want a black man to take his pole and to pipe Oprah down because she want Oprah to turn back to black. To me, that's some disgusting crap. First of all, if Oprah is a lesbian, why would you force peen on her? And why do you think peen gonna turn a person black? I don't get that concept. What do y'all think? Do you think that was too far-fetched? Monique says that she want a black man and she's going to play a black man to S.A. Oprah. Shit, I should put that in the title. Monique plays a man to S.A. Oprah, and I should add Tyler Perry. I don't know. It's not funny. It's disgusting. But she want a black man to S.A. Oprah, and she said that is going to make Oprah black. Do dick make y'all black? Huh? Is that what we doing? That is so nasty and disgusting. So I'm gonna play a little bit of here. Listen to this.
Motherfuckers, I said it, never say it with me. Fuck you, Oprah Winfrey. Fuck you, Tyler Perry. You cool motherfucker. Now some niggas got scared. It was like, you're going too far, bitch.
All right, so you heard the first part. She had the old audience saying, F you, Tyler Perry. F you, Oprah. You coon mother suckers. So she called him a coon. And you know what? Let me know in the comment section. Damn, am I always coughing Stevie Ray? What is coon? Can y'all please tell me in the comment section? What is a coon, y'all? Help me out. What is a coon? Yeah, I think you're right. I think she does need therapy. It's sickening at this point. What is a coon? Can y'all please define in the comment section what a coon is? Now, Derry says she deserves everything she get. Oprah acts like straight Gigi don't be goofy. Daryl, you need to call in because I can't understand hell what you're saying. Okay, a black sellout. Okay, a sellout. Do you think that Tyler Perry have sold out? Do you think do you think Oprah done sold out? Okay, why is she always talking about Oprah and Tyler? People are saying in the comment section, Oprah and Tyler was the ones that got her blackballed. They told people that she was difficult to work with. And hell, if I was a producer, shit, I wouldn't work with her ass either. If all she gonna do is put the business out on blast like this, I couldn't trust it. But she's making money now, and I believe she's under Cat Williams. She better thank God that Cat Williams employed her ass. Cat Williams and 50 Cent saved the day. So that is who she gonna depend on. Okay. Cat Williams need to get rid of her. She toxic. Yeah, but he liked this type of toxic. You know, he likes it. You know, this year, in the black community is all about toxic, it's all about division, it's all about beefing, it's all about trauma. 2024 is trauma. I feel that black community, they get triggered when it comes to drama and trauma, and people know this. The algorithm have picked it up. The how you get black people invested if you just trigger their ass, okay? The whatever you got to do to trigger them, that's when they gonna click and watch and get the money up. So that's why you're seeing all this chaos. I ain't never seen this much chaos in the black community, honey, where everybody just fighting and beefing and all this cussing out and carrying on and toxic is evil. But to a lot of people, it's very entertaining to watch. Yes, if you look at all Tyler Perry storylines, it's all negative, black stereo. Okay, Oprah sold out a long time ago. Okay, well, she said, oh, Tyler Perry got all stereotypes. Well, shit, this how I see it. Don't he employ all black people? Shit, all his shows is all about black people. So hell, I didn't look at it as a sellout. Well, shit, if he, I don't know what else to say with it. Hell, if I was Tyler Perry, I said, no, we're not doing all these black shows. Cut this shit. Honey, I have all different type of shows. They're gonna call me a sellout anyway. Ain't nothing you can do to really much please the black community. They always gonna complain about something. Okay, who do y'all like? Can y'all please tell me who do y'all like? Can you name me 5 black people that y'all like and y'all love? I guarantee you, you name me 5, half of the black community gonna have an issue with that person. Okay, you can't satisfy their ass. You cannot satisfy black folks. I'm convinced. Let's go.
I love that black raggedy bitch. I love that black simple-minded motherfucker. I love Oprah Winfrey's black ass. And we just need to bring her back to black.
So she says that she loves Oprah Winfrey. She loves her black butt, and she just need to bring her back to black. Now, do you believe that? Do you think that Oprah loves? No, yeah. Do you think that Monique love Oprah? I don't want this type of love. If this the type of love that y'all want, where you gonna get on stage and you constantly berate and diss me and talk about me, I don't keep your love. I don't want you to love me. I don't want this type of love. But Monique says she loves Oprah. And I want to, do y'all agree? Do you think she love Oprah? Press 1 if you think she love Oprah. Press 5 if you think she do not love Oprah. And is this the type of love y'all want? Huh? What part you play in, Gigi? What part you play in, Gigi? What you talking about? What part? So, is this the type of love y'all want? Press 20 if this is the type of love you want. Press 25 if this is not the type of love you want. I don't want nobody loving me like this. Ooh, I bet Oprah regret the day she met Monique. I bet Oprah really want to tell her ass something, but you know, Oprah can't because of her reputation. But honey, I bet Oprah drag Monique behind closed doors. I know I would, but let's go.
We need to bring that bitch back to motherfucking black. Are you an Oprah Winfrey fan? Yes. Okay, well, I'm not apologizing for any motherfucking thing I say. What's your name, brother? Bill? What did he say? Melvin, we need you to help us bring that bitch back to black. I need you to bend her the fuck over and fuck.
That is so gross. That is so gross and nasty. She says she need that black man in the audience to bend Oprah Winfrey. Why do y'all have to be so sexual? Huh? Why do y'all, everything is all about sex, sex, sex? Y'all are so over sexualized. The jokes got to be sexual. Everything is sexual. I don't like it. But let's go.
Like a Nashville, Tennessee nigga would and bring that bitch back to black. Oh, bitch, be quiet. You gonna get some money out of this shit. And every time you see fucking Oprah, you see fucking gay. Best friends. Is what they say. I've never seen best friends like that. We ain't seen Stephanie in 30 motherfucking years. Who is loving Oprah Winfrey and Gayle King? Each other! But we don't want to say the shit out loud because it's Oprah fucking Winfrey. I'm too motherfucking old to be scared of this bitch. I'm too old to be intimidated by this bitch. I'm too old to hold the motherfucking truth.
All right. So a lot of people in the comment section over where I'm looking at this at, this is what they're saying. Making her entire personality hating Oprah and Tyler is exhausting. And I agree with they ass. And that got over 5,000 likes. And I'm sick and tired of it. I mean, god dang. Ain't nothing funny about it. It's really sick and sad. But that's how the cookie crumbles, and they're never going to work it out. Monique, get over it. Oprah is done with you. I don't know what Tyler Perry, because they say they got Tyler Perry on video, audio confessing that he was wrong. Now, Tyler Perry, you're going to have to pick a side, nigga. Okay? You shouldn't have been on Monique. You should not have been on the phone with Monique anyway. She set that butt up. Listen, if you're going to cross somebody, I think that you should just stay enemies. Stop trying to be a peacemaker. And that's what Tyler Perry got. I guess he was trying to be a peacemaker. He wanted to pay Monique, and he wanted all this to be behind him. And it backfired. And she still want Oprah. Another comment over here says, at some point, you have to heal and let it go, Auntie. She gonna die on the cross with Oprah and Tyler Perry in her mouth, and Tyler Perry and Oprah is probably on a yacht somewhere toasting it up, okay? Because I don't even think they would even look at this stuff on social media. I know I wouldn't if I was that rich. Hell, all this stuff would be invisible. I wouldn't have time for it. I'm looking in our comment section. It says Tyler got enough money to pay Monique dust. I know that's right. I'll pay her ass dust. Okay. You know what I would do if I was Tyler Perry? If we want to get petty, I have her son. I put her son on my shows. Okay. I do a Cat Williams because that's what Cat Williams does, right? They said that Cat Williams have a hatred towards Kevin Hart so deep that he gets Kevin Hart ex-wife and put her on his show. Okay. That's some petty hatred shit. In the black community, the hatred amongst each other, clearly it runs deep. Okay. If I was Tyler, I would get her son, because her son want to be an actor. Her son want to be a comic. You know what I'm saying? I hire his butt and I'll put him in a role just like Precious. Okay. Hell yeah. I'll redo Precious. I'll remix it and I make it about a son. And I have Monique's son playing that role, and I get another big woman to play the Precious mama character, honey. Hell yeah. Shit. I'm gonna give you something. I'm gonna give your ass something to cuss about. Now you want to cuss me out? I'm going to give your ass something to cuss me out some more, because we can both go dirty at the end of the day. But that's how I feel about it. But, you know, Tyler Perry, he's not like that. You know, he's above that. He's trying to be peacemaker. He wants everybody to be happy. That's what I get from it. But hell, It is what it is. I don't think no peace will ever come from it. Just leave it alone. Everybody don't need to be friends. Everybody don't need to be coming together. I think sometimes it's best when you stay on your side, I stay on my side. I ignore you, you ignore me. And that's good. I don't want you looking at me or talking to me. No, just bypass shit. That's how I feel about it. So somebody else in these comments over here, it says Monique is the female 50 Cent. Beef is internal with them. So people are saying, 50 Cent, he has that same energy where he's just gonna beef with you and be petty, and that's what lives within him. That hate. And honey, that hate will eat you up. You know what I mean? You better let that hate go. It's gonna stress you out, cause you all type of illness, and it's not hurting nobody but yourself. I think a lot of people think that they hurting somebody by talking crap about them, and they might be, but at the end of the day, you really hurting yourself because you carrying that hurt in you. You're gonna have to let it go, and when you let that hate go and you forgive, then your life will be so much better and more peaceful. But she sleep with Tyler Perry and Oprah on her mind 24/7. She better be worried about what her husband doing. Okay. What are y'all saying in the comment section? All the powers are trying to division amongst the people. Well, Blue, they already did that. It's already divided. And I think 2025 is going to be a year of war. They already said we're going to war. Everywhere you turn, it's division. Girl, I'm not going to talk about it, but you guys know what's going on at these colleges. Have y'all been seeing what's going on in these colleges? Girl, I got into an argument with a friend of mine because they called me, asking me my opinion about the shit. Thomason, what you think about all these riots and all this beef at these colleges and things from that, Pakistan and all that? And I told them my opinion. Bitch, you asked me and I tell you. Then they got mad at me, and honey, we started arguing over the phone. I said, well, bitch, I'll talk to you later. Well, stop asking me shit. Listen, if you want my opinion, I'll give it to you. But don't get mad at me because I don't align with your point of view. Hell, you got a right to have your feelings and I got mine. I'm not, well, I feel like you wouldn't say that if you knew all of it. Well, I don't need to know all of it. But everything is divided, honey. Everything is divided. They aren't even students. Listen, see, y'all got y'all feelings on that. I'm not gonna tell my feelings on it because I might not agree with the most. And I realize a lot of people, if you do not agree with them, they want to fight you. If you do not agree with them, they feel offended and it's too much. You can't even have the freedom to speak your mind no more because it's offensive. So I shut up. I don't got time for it. I do not have time for it. Rashida, where you at, girl? How you doing, Rashida?
Hey Gigi. Hey everybody.
Did you hear Monique going off on Tyler Perry and Oprah?
Yeah, she been going off on them for some years now.
Yeah, she just came out. Now, this is the part I did not like. I felt very uncomfortable when she told that black man in the audience to essay Oprah to turn her back to black. So, do a poll, do that supposed to turn you back to black? I just couldn't stand the essay part. Clearly, when you know Oprah a lesbian. I just think that's so nasty. It's so disgusting. And to make a joke about that, and especially, I think also, you hear so many people get essayed that are lesbians when they're younger because a man feel like if I pin this lesbian down and pipe her down, then it's going to turn her out to be straight. So I think I have that in the back of my mind too, because I used to hear a lot of horror stories about that. But what were your thoughts about the whole stuff going down?
I think she got every right to be mad if they was blocking her, but the essay comment hurt people hurt people. And it's not right, but she's now allowing them into her mental space where they controlling her moods. Like she said that out of anger, and it was messed up for her to say that because I think had all of this stuff behind the scenes not been going on and they hadn't been blackballing her, those words wouldn't have came out her mouth. That was disgusting. She shouldn't have said it, but hurt people hurt people.
And she's going to have to pay for it because people in these comments, they are not for it. She's not hurting nobody but herself. And she can have all this hate amongst them and say horrible stuff, but people are watching her. They came there to see her perform as a comedian, not to be like she's in a therapist session.
Right. And it's like the fact of the matter is, at first, everybody was calling her crazy when she was going off, right? The very first time she was talking about how they blackballed her. But then people started seeing, because she brought the receipts, she recorded, and in her state, she was allowed to do so. And she showed the proof that this was really happening. So then you had people opening up, standing up for her. More her fans started coming back. Her fans was like, no, this wasn't right. She wasn't going crazy. She was just tired. But then you go and you make a comment like that. So at this point, if she's blackballed or blacklisted or people don't want to mess with her, it's going to be by her own hand by making a comment like that, because that's not nothing to play with.
Well, she just got a lot of issues now because, you know, she got beef with D.L. Hughley. She seemed like she got a list of people that she's beefing with. It's just not Oprah and Tyler Perry. She got a list of them.
I
And
mean,
like the only people that's working with her now is 50 Cent because they're just alike when it comes to their hatred, and they got hatred that lives with them, and that Cat Williams. But I will say with all of it, I don't know where this is gonna end, you know, because the
right,
comments are not looking good. I know I'm not a fan of nobody, but I do like Monique when she's funny because I go to her to, you know, get my mind off of stress. Hell, you know what I mean? And
right,
laugh, but hell, she make me more stressed out.
right. And it's like a lot of people don't realize that the people that we like that come into this industry, they come in the industry with baggage, with pain, with stress, with evil intentions, and then they're actors, they're entertainers. Their job is to get up here and portray something that we like, not per se themselves. Monique has always come off as real, but we can't forget that her childhood was out of this world, right? So she has always come off as angry because of what was done to her and her own family. And she tried to make jokes and make light of it. And that's how she ended up making her money or whatever. But you always still heard in the background, regardless if they blackball her or not, that she was kind of hard to deal with working. I don't know how true that is, but it seems like she's hard to work with when she feels that somebody is doing her wrong. Does that make sense?
I hear you. You know, when I think of Monique, I don't think about her childhood trauma. I guess I was never invested in her personal life. And a lot of times I'm really not invested in people's personal life. I was always reminded she was standing up for the big girls. Okay. Hell yeah. You know what I mean? She was standing up for the big girls. That's what I remember. But of course, she lost weight and then she didn't give a fuck about the big girls. Uh, but I love her passion for riding for the big girls. And I know a lot of time people say, well, why did she get blackballed? And I believe it had to do with she was doing a film with Lee Daniels and they wanted her to promote the film, but they wasn't paying her the money, and they wanted her to do it, you know, just to help the fan. You know, we friends. I guess they were friends working with biz, and maybe y'all shouldn't be friends working with biz, and maybe y'all need to separate that. But you know, Lee Daniels, they were friends, and can you, you know, help me out, do it? And I guess she did not want to promote for free. So at that time, that's when the relationship became sour with Lee Daniels. And I know with the Oprah and Monique situation, it was Monique had trauma with her brother. Her brother was essaying her when she was younger, and she didn't want Oprah to interview that man, her brother. But I guess Oprah said this is business and I got to do business first. The brother contacted Oprah and say, "Hey, I want to tell my side of the story. It's not right. You allow her to tell her, but you won't allow me to tell mine because you're biased because Monique is your friend." So Oprah, she said, "Okay, well, let me put my business cap on first and come on over here." And she interviewed that Monique brother. And Monique was very upset at her because she thought that Oprah would oversee friendship over business. But Oprah, she decided to do business over friendship. And that
Now I thought when I heard her telling the story on the show, I thought she said that she was okay with Oprah interviewing her brother. She didn't want to have nothing to do with it, but Oprah didn't tell her that her mom and dad was going to be there too.
oh, okay. See,
Yeah,
I heard the part that she didn't want her brother. But
yeah. She was saying that, like if you gonna interview him, whatever, I don't want to have nothing to do with it. I don't have nothing to say to him. She was like, but nowhere in that conversation did she say the whole family was gonna be there. And she felt like that part of it was messy because if you knew that my brother reached out and he wanted to come on the show and you wanted to do it, why not tell me my mom and dad was gonna be there too?
got it. So I guess it's the situation. What do you do first? Business over friendship or friendship over business?
Well, if Oprah reached out, all right, so this is what I'm saying. If Oprah took the initiative to reach out to her, to even tell her, because she didn't have to, right? Correct, right?
She did not
She
have.
didn't, she didn't. But she did reach out to her to let her know her brother was coming on a show or whatever. And she said, if you don't want me to interview him, I won't. And Monique was like, she didn't care about that part. Why not tell her about her mother and father? If you're going to reach out to me, tell the full story. Don't give me half of it.
Uh, well, I don't know why she didn't tell the mother and father. Maybe she, like you said, she didn't have to. Shit. It's business at the end of the day. And the mother and the father, or whoever, the family, they have a choice in the matter and they chose shit. Maybe I was like, bitch, these your motherfucking family. Shit. You
Right.
talk to your mama about that shit. Okay. If your mama want to speak and your brothers want to speak and they want to tell their side because you're telling your side, and shit, we all here for it because we want to hear both sides, just like we wanted to hear Monique's son's side. Our show was invested because Monique's son exposed her butt to the fullest. And I
Gigi,
said,
he
oh,
is so
oh,
intelligent. Whoever raised this man, they did a very good job because for somebody that deals with mental health and that deals with problems like that, for him to advocate for himself the way that he did and do it in a humbling, respectful way,
too damn humble for me.
kudos. No, no, no.
Yeah.
Kudos to
I
him.
think it was great. You're right, Rashida. But to me, I wanted him to do some rah, rah, rah like his mama.
Not, but that's what I love. The fact that, all right, so we can't take, regardless of how we feel about Monique, right, in the way she acts. Her brother wanted to apologize. They never denied and said she was lying about what she went through. He did it. That's what he did. And that gotta be hard for anyone to get essayed. It's terrible. But from your own biological brother is on a next level, right?
Mm.
And look how she turned out. But then here you have this young man who felt abandoned by his mother. And I saw the interview when she said she wasn't ready to be a mother. She ain't want him. And all he been through, but yet he stand there and speak that intelligent. And he did it so humbly. Oh, that man's heart is pure. I don't think he hold no ill will, and I think that's why they responded the way they did because the way he worded what he said and how he did it, it cut them deep.
Mhm. Yeah, I agree. I think I applaud what he did. I still want him to cuss her out. But afterwards, she made a mockery of him. She was on stage making jokes about him because she put that Sydney man over him.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. But what I say is this. I wouldn't have done it. I feel it ain't right. But there's a lot of people in the industry who suffer from things that they suffer from, right? And they have nannies taking care of their kids. A lot of people in the industry don't raise their kids the way that they could because they're working, they're touring, whatever. I think it was more so of how blatant it was with her, the way she said it. I choose my career over my son. She actually admitted that. It's a difference in feeling that way and then literally hearing your mother say that. Like I think that's where the cut was deeper for him. You get what I'm saying? Because had she would have tried to be a mom and explained to him, look, I can't be there all the time because I'm trying to make a better life for you, I think it probably would have been different. You get what I'm saying? Probably still
Yeah, but
some
it don't
strain.
seem like she was trying to make a better life for him because still today she don't make efforts to see her grandchild.
Right. Right. And that's what I'm saying. So, and he made that clear that it's not just what happened. He said he understood with what his mother been through in her life, why she was the way she was. He said, but what about now? Like it's stuff that's going on now. So you can't say that's what it was then when we still living in the same thing. And he's willing to sit down with his mother, but he doesn't want her husband there. He deserves that. I understand that's her husband, all respects to him. But when a son is reaching out or a daughter is reaching out to their parent and they say, hey, we need a one-on-one to resolve what we got going on, and then we can come together as a family and do something, why not give it to them?
Because that's not where her heart is. She showed you who she is. And she gotta submit to her husband. You know that.
That's way too deep.
Hmm. Somebody said, you right. You don't cuss your mama out in public. To me, that's not his mama. Hell, she gave birth to him. That's about it.
Like how you would say sperm donor, she was just a carrier.
Pretty much.
Because who was it? Was it his aunt or his grandmother that raised who it was? Who was it that raised him? I think he said his aunt.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Do y'all know?
I'm not sure either. But
That's his mama,
uh,
the woman that raised him. That's
yeah.
that's. I
Uh-huh.
mean,
Yeah. So, but he did what y'all wanted him to do anyway. I would have felt I would want a cussing out.
he probably had that point with her as well, you know. But like, I don't know. I respect him so much for his grace and his.
I
I don't know. It was just something about that. It touched something for me personally in my heart, the way he did that, because it's a lot of young people who suffer from the same things and they can't articulate like that because they let their emotions get the best of them because of the pain and the hurt they felt, and it would have been a curse out. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
just
the way
yeah, I hear what you go ahead, keep going.
the way he did that, hats off to him for that. I can't thank him enough the way he did that. I don't know. It was beautiful.
He did it great. You're right. I think he did it great. I think he did an amazing job. I'm just saying I would want him to cuss her out, give her some of her energy, because that's the energy she gives out. So you probably right though, Sydney couldn't, and if they did, if he did cuss him out, well, they already used that because Sydney said he's a mental ill case. He's a mental. He put his business out in the streets because we didn't even know he was dealing with mental illness. He said he's mental, you know. So
Right.
he was hurt about that too.
And I mean, you remember when she first got with him and they kept saying that he was only with her for the money and all of this other stuff. And then I went and dug a little bit and I know that they have known each other since high school. And he's always been like a friend to her.
Yeah,
Um,
gay.
Huh?
Huh? Didn't they say he was gay?
Yeah, I heard that too. Yes, I did. I heard that too. And she said he stood by her while she was a little whore and watched her with all of these men.
Monique
And
much her business. I didn't even see Monique as a whore.
me either. And so she said it. I
Just
sure didn't.
shut up. Shut up. Why do y'all talk so much? I've never saw Monique as a whore. I always saw her standing up for big girls. We don't need to know all y'all business. Some of this shit is just, please shut the hell up. I don't want to know everything about you.
Gigi might keep coming for me in the comments.
What do you
They keep saying beep. They talk about my fire, my alarm.
Oh, child, I
No.
thought you was really talking about his.
No.
Okay, so let's add Lady A in the conversation. How you doing, Lady A?
Hello, Gigi. Good afternoon. I'm glad you're having an early show.
Thank you. So, what's your thoughts about it all?
Well, I want to first, hello, live chat. I will keep things brief and focused for your live chat. I want to come really on the Oprah side because Oprah has elevated herself and she is not going to bother her deified, almighty, grand, just the spectacle that is her. She has really taken it to the next level. Oprah basically has been able to fly above Hollywood. It's like she has like someone is giving her the drop. Or she keeps her ear in the ground because she's always one step ahead. Hollywood is broke. There are so many people who are now doing OnlyFans. That one actress from The Sopranos, Drea Mateo, I think that's her name. She's now doing OnlyFans, and she's been around since the early 2000s.
We might all
Nobody is.
might be doing OnlyFans in a minute.
Who else?
But go ahead, Lady A. And I agree with you, Lady A, but I also feel like Oprah, she is the last one that has this classy ways. I think when Oprah dies, it would be no more class. Everything is ratchet after that, and it's just gonna be fights, drama, toxic and division. But go keep going.
She really, that's a good point. If you think who's left, when I think of the two who are left, it's really Whoopi and Oprah. They've been doing it the longest. They're both just the two of the most respected women in Hollywood. Of course, Whoopi, one of the first Black women winning her Oscar. And Whoopi is the only actor in Hollywood who never suffered the Hollywood curse after her Oscar win. In fact, Whoopi goes from winning her Oscar to doing Sister Act,
Did
which is
she get blackballed though? Because Whoopi got a mouth on her. I seen Whoopi
Whoopi has
go
never
back
been,
and
she
forth.
is closest to everyone. They actually asked Whoopi to come on The View because they wanted more Hollywood people. And Whoopi brought, Robert De Niro, who she's very good friends with. And he brought her flowers for her birthday. I remember
Got
that.
it. But I could have swore
Mhm.
Whoopi said that she was blackballed.
Oh yeah, there was a group who were very, very rude to her, but that's that group. But Whoopi goes so deep. She's been here since the 70s. She did stand up with Robin Williams and Billy Crystal in this like the early 70s. So she's been around, like she knows Pacino, De Niro, she knows everyone. And she does The View because Whoopi's old. She's not trying to be busy like that. She produces. She produces movies, and she does whatever she wants. And The View is a steady check, and she's the moderator. And
Mhm.
plus, she doesn't even need the money. She does not need the money for real. It's
Mm.
just to keep herself out there. She likes to be busy. She's Whoopi. She likes to be productive. Oprah's the same way. Even though we've never seen Oprah and Whoopi in the same room together like that, they're still able, like you said, Gigi, to keep it classy. We can still keep it cute and mute, and we both can do well and make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Oprah,
That's to
huh?
me, Lady A, that's like old school classy.
Mhm.
Because that's how a lot of us was raised back in the day, but now everything is just so nasty and trashy. But can continue.
Well, I think one of the reasons, we do have to look at the advent of the internet. And there has been some changes in Hollywood. There has been. I know you may not totally agree with me. However, when we had the first writer's strike, the person who saved Hollywood low key, and she does not get her credit, was New York, Tiffany Pollard.
Really?
She's because remember they had the writer's strike, then they had to go to reality TV. When they brought New York on, and she was so successful on VH1. Remember, I Love New York was the #1 rated show in VH1's history. She was averaging 14 million viewers during the writer's strike. So she's nothing but money. That's why she's so popular.
Wow.
She
So
doesn't.
why don't she get her? To me, it don't seem like Tiffany Pollard. She's not that powerful anymore. It looked like her stardom is gone. She shouldn't be struggling. I mean, how you painted it, she should
Well,
be
I can tell you the reason.
riches.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
The reason is because Tiffany, like Nicki Minaj, she likes real N words. She doesn't want to, she's just not attracted to the people that want her. She has a type. Because I remember on the show, there was one white producer, he made it clear he wanted Tiffany, and he wanted Tiffany bad. But Tiffany just doesn't like men like that. If she did, I'm not saying casting couch, but if she was in like these types of relationships, if she kind of kept with those relationships, she would be much, much, much bigger. But she's doing everything on her own accord. And Tiffany still makes a lot of money. So let's not think that she's not doing well. She's just like having her own show again. She could on VH1. She's definitely doing her thing. But, when you have these shows, you have to have capital. Capital, like in Hollywood, is going to be either a guy or money.
She should be producing her own shows,
Yeah,
Lady
but
A.
that
How
takes
you
money.
put it?
That's money. That's
Well, if
money.
she's
You
getting
had to
all
be
this
with the right
money,
people.
she
Remember,
should
But
save that money and put some producing some shows of her own.
she actually
but
did say that she tried to do a show called Ratchet Queens, but it wasn't picked up. So
Mm.
she's definitely tried. But remember, Tiffany also should have moved into scripted dramas. No, scripted is really where it's at as well. That also brings in money. That's publishing. Reality doesn't really pay as much, and it's to some people it's a little bit low brow. So I mean, I just want to bring that up. But going back to Oprah, the
Hold
fact,
on, before you go back to
wait,
Lady A, I
yeah, go
want to
ahead.
say something real quick.
Yes.
Do y'all remember when reality TV first came out? Everybody was like, "Oh, I wish this reality show would die. It ain't gonna last.
yeah,
It's gonna be here 1 minute and gone the next." Y'all always lying. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all swear something gonna come in 15 minutes of fame and it's out. It gag y'all every time. We are still in the age of reality TV. And it don't seem like it's gonna end anytime soon.
it's
All
not.
about reality TV. Reality TV has taken over. And Lady A just said reality TV didn't save the whole bunch of networks. So, honey, y'all lied to us again. Y'all just don't know what y'all be talking about. It is a new world, just like Lady A said. It's a new world. And we're gonna go into
Remember,
a new
Gigi,
And
world.
hindsight is 2020. We didn't know, back in '04 that everything would blow up the way it has. And it has blown up. And some people just did very well. From Tiffany, we saw what happened with Bravo. Bravo was very different before Andy Cohen turned it to what it is now. Very, very different. Bravo used to be more like artsy in the late '90s. I remember that. But
I have
now,
a question. You
yes.
said that
Mhm.
New York, she likes real ends.
She does.
And what do you mean by that?
Gigi, I'm going to go on mute because I want to make sure I don't want to, because you have a live. I don't want to, we don't want to go into using words that
Got
could.
it. So, okay, well, don't go nowhere because I want you to continue to talk.
Oh yeah, I don't want. But I don't want to go in depth with like real
Yeah,
N
I
words.
think
That's your
I think
live.
Rashida, she was just saying that, she like black men,
Roughneck.
But her fiance is white.
roughnecks. Oh, she
But
got
her fiance is she's engaged to. a white man right now, and he's not a roughneck. He's very laid back. He's reserved. He's not into all of that TV reality stuff. He is a very laid back guy. She's engaged to him right now.
Okay, super
That's
duper.
why I
20
didn't
years
understand.
later. I mean, you know what real N words is, and that's great. I love Tiffany, and I always wanted her to be with someone more, as you said, reserved. But Tiffany is like 20 years now in the game. Like she's year 20, and she's like the queen of reality TV. And something that Gigi you mentioned is she could have had been bigger, we could say, quote unquote, if she had was willing to do, be with this reserved person maybe earlier in her career, like maybe 10 years ago or 15 years ago. And Tiffany is older now and she's much, much thinner. So she's just moving in a different direction. I'm just point blank. Okay, can I go on Oprah? Is that okay, Gigi?
Go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so Oprah now moving with the company that produces or manufactures Ozempic, Novo Nordisk. Oprah's on the board. Oprah had to actually sell some shares. There was a conflict of interest. And so Oprah, being real slick about it, I love Oprah. She sold her shares back to her other company, so back to herself, which is the company that also maintains and owns the African American Museum, which Oprah is a shareholder of. So Oprah, she really learns the lessons of other people, because I always wondered why Oprah never took her brand public. Oprah has her television network, which she also sold the majority of those shares to Discovery Channel. And also now Discovery has now joined with Warner. So it's like Warner Discovery, and they own CNN. So Oprah knows how to buy and divest. She's really good at that. One thing is, I always wondered, why did Oprah not take her brand? Because Martha Stewart, Snoop Dogg's girlfriend, she took her brand public. And then the SEC put her through trial and she went to prison.
Got it.
I kind of thought that maybe that's what Oprah was scared of. But now that Oprah has elevated, and now Oprah is now Mrs. Ozempic, she now has her weight loss drug, and she's on the board of this company. This company is public. So Oprah has been able to leverage her brand to a public company where she is a large shareholder, and she doesn't have to deal with the possibility of prison. So great.
Okay.
So I just wanted to share that with everyone. And live chat, thank you very much for your patience. I'm going to drop now. Bye, Gigi.
All right. Thank you, Lady A. Caller from 202. You're live on the air.
Yeah, what's up, Gigi?
Girl, this another number.
I know that's my date number. What's up?
What's going on, girl?
I was just getting off work, and I saw that you come on early. So
yeah, I'm gonna come on later on tonight, talk about that Diddy. But I was trying to do something new, you know what I mean? So did you hear what's going on with Monique?
Yeah. I mean, with Monique, I disagree with the way she's acting, because at the end of the day, people are going to remember you for what you say and do, not what Oprah did to you. So when you get up there and you act like a fool, like you confirm and prove right all the things people have been saying about you. Like, people come for me all the time, but I don't go down on their level, though. Because at the end of the day, I don't care. You understand? Like, if you hung around me all day, you probably would curse me out, too, at the end of the day. But it's all good. I can take it. So with Monique, obviously, she's doing more of a disservice to herself than a service, because nobody's really picking her up. Her career's not blossoming. She's not putting a dent in Oprah's purse or Tyler Perry's wallet. They're still making their money.
That's true.
So whatever you're doing now is not working for you. So you got to sit down and try to find another way to go about what you're trying. Because what are you trying to do? Are you trying to stay in the industry, or are you trying to get out the industry? Because I remember Kevin Hart said that she was labeled as being difficult to work with in the industry. And by her acting like that, like the way she was acting, she's proving that true.
Speak, KFC.
I agree with you, KFC.
Me too, girl.
Right, thank you. Give me 1 point. Give me 1 point. So,
you got 2.
I got 2.
You got 2.
So
And I just
what?
got off work, so that's a good thing for me.
What was what I was shocked at when she made the joke, or she told a black man in the audience he's gonna pay her to essay Oprah to turn her back to black. What were your thoughts on that?
Now you're going too far. Because right now, we all who are black, we have a target on our back, right? We know this. So you either can confirm, you can either make it harder for yourself or easier for yourself by your course of conduct. And like I said, when the spotlight is on you, why would you want to do that to yourself? Especially when you know your past. Take out the blackness of it. Just think about your own past, the negative things people have been saying about yourself. Why do you want to blackball yourself? Because at this point in time, her career is not pumping like that, right? So everything she's doing to herself, she's doing it to herself. She doesn't need anybody else. So I don't know what her purpose is. I don't know if she wants to stay in the industry or whatever, but whatever she's doing, it's really not working out for her.
KFC, they said ever since she got with that Sydney man, it's been going down. And did you know they said she did that Netflix special and the ratings and the numbers were horrible?
Right. So I hope she doesn't pull one of those things where she try to use her own people as a platform to try to rebound and try to come up. Because there's so many different people. I mean, see, Monique used to be so talented, right? Why come she didn't try to write her own movie? I wrote a movie. You know what I'm saying? Why come she didn't sit down and try to write a movie or do something to reinvent herself if one door closed?
That is true. Why didn't she do it? Because she could do it. Shit.
Right.
Tyler Perry and Oprah, they don't
talented.
control the world.
Exactly. But ask yourself why no other producer, white or black, is picking her up. So it makes me think that the things people have been saying about her might be true. She might be difficult to work and get along with. So, she got to sit down and evaluate herself, what you want to do. Because what you're doing right now is not working for you. And with her family, I think it was disrespectful. Blood is supposed to be thicker than water, but sometimes that's not always true. You know what I'm saying? Her family should have came to her first and asked her, before they went to Oprah, allegedly, or whatever they did in that. But I mean, sometimes you got to get over stuff, because if you allow stuff to hold you back, you ain't going to never move forward. So,
you're not going to move forward.
I mean, that's just it.
And
you're not going to move forward. Is she moving forward?
No, she's not. She's allowing this to hold her back. It's like a weight, and it's drowning her, and she's drowning in this. And people are not liking it. In the comment section, it says, I don't understand why part of the comedy routine consists of putting other people down. So
that's not real comedy.
It's not.
And see, with me, I'm okay with my opinions, how I disagree with people, but I don't criticize other people for having theirs. Mm-hmm. Some people don't know how to do that.
Right.
You understand? And there's so much stuff to make life. Life is a comedy, right? You don't have to really focus on Oprah or Tyler Perry to do that. Mm-hmm. If you're talented and you know what you're doing.
And I think that
I help out a whole lot of people. Okay?
I think if she just really was funny, I think she will grow better and more just by her just focusing on real good material, because it's like she don't have anything else to talk about.
Well, after she made that movie Precious, when she was on the Parkers, she was funny, right? But then after she made the movie Precious, whatever, I don't know what happened. I don't know if that was a good movie for her. Maybe because it identified so much with her own life, and it was too much for her. That might not have been a good movie for her, you know what I'm saying? Because after that, it was a downturn for her.
Well, what happened, KFC? She won an Oscar for that, okay? And then she had Sydney in her life, and Sydney was telling her, they need to pay you Oscar money. So in the Black community, they may not have Oscar money. So, she wouldn't do anything unless
she wasn't on the Oscar level yet. Because you make one movie. Look at Halle Berry when she first came out. Look how many movies she was in.
But that's what her husband told her. That's what you got an Oscar, they got to pay you Oscar money.
But still, even if he gave you bad advice, Monique still had enough money where she could have sat down and reinvented herself. Even if she started her own production company, started making her own movies, like the way Ice Cube did, you know what I mean? You got to read up on other people before you that were able to do it that weren't given opportunities. Look at Ice Cube, how he got started. You know what I'm saying? Like, at this point in time, she's 8-balling herself. Because if one door closed, another door will open, right? So she could have went behind the scenes. I'm sure somebody would have put her on. Somebody would have worked with her. You got a lot of talented people out here. Even if it was someone outside the industry, you know what I mean? But when you go up there and you start acting like that, then you proving true everything people are saying about you and all the stereotypes.
Jay
we
says,
black women and all of that.
Jay says, white Oscar women get paid without speaking up. Well, honey, it's a difference between white and black. Are you blind?
Right, different.
The white production and how much money they get versus the black people struggling to make it in this industry.
Exactly.
And the black doors has just opened. Black people were was not always accepted in Hollywood. Black people didn't have rights in Hollywood. We just got the goddamn rights. So it's not going to be making money like the white folks. Everybody is different. We all are not created equally. Unfortunately, it's just not like that. Life is not fair, and it would never be fair.
Right. But see, you know what? She could have went to what is it called? The movie festival. She could have picked up some talented movie producers and writers, and she could have came up with something else.
Yeah, but maybe she was on a high horse. I don't know. She felt like she had an Oscar and they was looking for Oscar roles and Oscar money. You know, they felt Oscar.
I wrote a movie myself. It's not hard to write a movie. And you would think that she was, by her already being in the industry, she would have that experience to back her. You know? Okay. But I don't know her circumstances, so I can't comment only for so much. But I disagree with the way she's acting though. Because it's definitely not, who's going to want to and have product endorsements with someone who act like that, or make her the face of any product or commercials or TV. Come on, you stereotyping yourself. You don't need nobody else to do it at this point in time.
Mm-hmm. All right, so, stay right there. Hold on.
Are you coming on tonight?
Yeah, hold on. Stay right there. 757, are you there? 757, can you turn the radio down? I'll come back to you. So what did you guys think, Rashida and KFC? What did you guys think of Benzino? I don't know if you guys know Benzino, but
I'm tired of him. Oh, go ahead, Gigi. My bad.
Yeah, he came out and he says that R. Kelly should be free. Do you guys believe that? Press 1 if you think R. Kelly should be free. Press 7 if you feel like no. So this is the audio that was going around that he had an interview today.
Do you think we should give R. Kelly a second chance?
Everybody deserves a second chance. I know that Elvis, a lot of them was 14, 15. I know Nick with young girls, to keep it 100, right? I'm not into that. Again, the legal age is 16 years old. So does that make it right if it does it? Yes or no? To everybody on the table.
Absolutely
does that make it right?
No.
If it's legal, does it make it right if it dates a 16-year-old?
Makes it very wrong. I don't agree.
No, it's gross.
All right. So, but it's legal in America.
Right.
So why the is R. Kelly doing all this time? And because you know why? Because they're 14 and 2 years younger. But you don't think that the ones that you don't think that the people who cleared it for 16 years old didn't know that they're with 13 and 14s too. Right. Like even to make a age that young to be the law, you already know they're going under that.
Right.
I'm not condoning Nick with little girls. It's sick.
Right.
All right. It's sick. It's sick.
I agree.
But I don't think R. Kelly should write.
You think we?
All right, Rashida, we'll go with you first, and then KFC. Your thoughts?
I disagree with him. I disagree. At the end of the day, what he's saying about R. Kelly not being the only one is facts. But I think instead of letting R. Kelly free, all the people that's doing it, that's getting caught, should pay that time, not just him, if that makes sense.
Yeah. All right, KFC.
Yeah, I disagree with him too. You know, this is one of those cases where, you know, you should stay in your own lane because he doesn't know everything. And, you know, he has a past too. Remember when he was with Althea, some of the stuff that came out about their relationship? So that's what I'm saying with R. Kelly. The law is the law of the age, right? And so plus R. Kelly didn't turn himself in. All right. That's the thing too. He didn't voluntarily turn himself in. So sometimes you got to leave that kitchen, you know, your opinion at the kitchen table. because you can't speak on behalf of the victims either.
Mhm.
You may be saying there's nothing wrong, but someone else who was dating people 14 to maybe they had their consent. You know what I mean? Maybe some of these victims, well, R. Kelly didn't have, all of them had his consent. I mean, no one knows all the details involving R. Kelly. So with that, I'm going to leave that one alone. But I disagree with him bringing that up like that. And cause now you're putting in other people's minds that, hey, it might be okay to do this. I mean, that's not something that you want to tamper with. You need to stay in your own lane with that one. So, no.
Yeah. Yep. And his daughter Coy, she came out and she said she disowned her father. She hasn't talked to him in over a year. She cannot stand when he does these radio shows, and she wish he would just be quiet. So we do have some new callers. Calling from 646. Are you there?
Hi, yeah, I'm here.
Talk to me. What are your thoughts about this?
So my thoughts are, I know there's a lot of different opinions about white men, black men, white women versus white women, and the type of punishment that obviously is very unequal that we receive from the justice system. But in the case of R. Kelly, I think it's a slippery slope when we think about because what we don't want to do is look at his punishment and say, oh, let me feel sorry for this man, without really recognizing the trauma and the damage that his victims suffered at the hand of him. So I think that's what we need to shift our focus to. People will get punished for the things that they did. You know what I mean? And what we need to do is really focus on the women suffering. And we all watched the documentary. If you haven't watched the documentary, I would encourage you to watch the documentary. Because if you look at the women and the trauma that they were put through, I think it absolutely justifies the punishment that R. Kelly got. He didn't just rape one girl. He didn't just, essay one girl, essay two girls. He put women through a lot of trauma. Harvey Weinstein did the same thing. And a lot of men in this industry, people are suffering at their entertainment that they get from, essaying women and men too. You know what I mean? So we want to let's look at the victims. Pay attention to the victims. That's all I wanted to say.
All right. Thank you so much. Calling from 757. Are you there? 757. All right.
You fat bitch.
Okay, there we go. There go the demons. Calling from 312. Are you there? 312. Okay, maybe
Would
that's
that be me?
Lord. Yes, are you there? 312.
Yeah.
Yes. What are your thoughts?
As far as R. Kelly.
Hello?
What was that?
Yes. As far as the topics we're talking about, you called in, right, to give an opinion?
Yeah.
All right. Girl, what is it? What is in the air? Okay. My goodness. Mm-mm-mm. So
DJ, I got a question. Do you think Benzino would have made that same statement if all of the people that was involved in bringing him these minors, the parents who signed the kids over knowing what he was doing for a check, went down with him?
do I think Benzino would feel differently? I don't know.
Yeah. If it wasn't just him that went there. So you had people that was going up to the high school scouting girls. You had the people that was making them sign NDAs. You had not all the parents, but some of the parents. They was okay with what he was doing to them as long as he got a check. As long as they got a check. So do you think that if the judge had sentenced all of them behind helping him, and they went down with him, he would feel like um R. Kelly should get out.
I don't know. This is what I will say because he does got part two, and I'll play it for y'all. But I feel like R. Kelly knew right from wrong. He knew what he was doing was wrong, and he knew he wouldn't want nobody to do that to him. He knew he would hate for somebody to treat him like he treated those girls. So you know, in your hearts of hearts, it was wrong.
That is
But
true. But
go ahead.
I don't think he would have gotten away with it for this many years to this magnitude if he wasn't surrounded by yes people. And I see somebody say, blame the parents, how you don't know what your kids is doing. And that's, I feel like, for the older ones that was like 17, 18, no, you don't necessarily know, because once they get a certain age, especially if they living on their own, you can't control who they date. If that's
Did your mom and daddy know everything you were doing? Did
Nope.
mom and daddy knew when you lost your V card? Huh?
Nope. But the parents who, them children that was young and they needed consent from their parent to be with him, oh yeah, those parents definitely need to face something, because that's just crazy. I think he should rot, but I think that those parents that was okay to get the check, those people who was standing in front of them high schools scouting those girls, why they not in jail? That's accomplice.
All right, this the
I'm
next
not
part
into
he
that.
said.
Again,
And I still be riding the R. Kelly. I don't like.
listen,
I
man.
be playing my and people looking at me. I'm like, nah.
But
I'm
what about
riding
R.
this shit.
Kelly getting arrested when he was a kid? They didn't take in consideration none of, and they exploited him and made all these documentaries that all these people made money off of.
Right.
Them parents and them girls knew what they were dealing with R. Kelly. A lot of people knew that. You know what I'm saying? But R. Kelly wasn't educated, man.
And I still be riding.
I think they're just making excuses for R. Kelly. He says, well, you need to take into account that he was SA when he was a child. Well, hell, he knew what it felt like when he got SA. He didn't like it, so he should have known that you don't do it to other people. He is too grown. R. Kelly have too many resources. If you're uneducated, get educated. Ain't nobody holding you back, R. Kelly. Ain't nobody stopping R. Kelly from getting educated. Okay? So that is not an excuse.
I agree with that. Plus, I mean, Benzo, whatever his name is, he's not addressing the fact that this is a grown man attracted to a 13-year-old. Who's attracted to a 13-year-old? What can a 13-year-old do for you if you're a grown adult?
That's why I feel like the people around him.
Women under the age of 18. Why come it wasn't ever no women 21 and older? He's not addressing that part though, right? So does Benzo feel like that? Because maybe he likes young girls too. I mean, I don't know.
No, he likes something else. He likes something else, KFC.
What are you talking about? Give me a clue.
Both anatomies at the same time.
He like what again?
Both anatomies at the same time.
They said he was in a hotel with another man.
But he liked the transgender.
He don't have a
Okay.
neck.
He like a lady stick.
Yeah. He preferred both anatomies at the same exact time on one person.
He might be a pansexual. He like them all. He like it all. He don't discriminate.
Oh, so he like everything.
He like everything.
Yeah, he like everything. Mm-hmm.
I think because of his neck too. You know, he got a.
I knew she was gonna say, hey, what's his nickname? KFC Head and Shoulders.
But I will say to this, a lot of these men are pro R. Kelly, even though they know he's with 13-year-olds.
But what did Benzino say though, Gigi? He just told us. He said a lot of them in the industry mess with young girls like that. He said it.
Yeah.
He's
But
making an excuse.
You coming
yeah,
on
but
tonight, right? Because I'm gonna call
yeah.
you back tonight when you log on
Okay,
at
call me
9:15.
back tonight. Okay, but
Okay, I will.
also just people in the comments, Rashida, people that's not in Hollywood, they also are pro R. Kelly. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, they are. I told you, Gigi, when the trial was going on, I seen people literally fighting. Like, no, let him out. Like basically saying, so what he did that.
Right. So I don't
He got
think
great music.
I don't think it's the case that Benzino is pansexual. He likes everything because it's a whole bunch of men out here that is pro R. Kelly. And I don't think they like everything. But it's why do so many men in the community, why are they still pro R. Kelly? I mean, Boosie, he was one of them that was very
Hmm.
pro R. Kelly. And I don't
Right.
think he likes everything. I don't think he's a pansexual, even though some people say he might be on a low. But, you
I
know,
don't, I don't listen to his music or anything anymore. It
mm,
was a trigger for me.
he was pro R. Kelly
Huh?
because he was repping R. Kelly so hard.
Yeah, I don't listen to R. Kelly music anymore either. Like I never really been a big fan of Bootsy, but R. Kelly music, it was hard for me at first when I first heard about it, but when the story broke and all of the proof started coming, I was like, oh no, I couldn't do it because then I started when I heard the certain songs, not all of them, but when I heard certain songs again, just to know what aroused him and my trauma and having children, I can't listen to that music because now in my head, I can't get out the fact that he was talking about somebody underage. I can't get that out my head. I can't unknow that now. So I don't listen to his music.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Okay. I haven't seen you in a long time. Marquita. 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 Okay, I'm gonna put you back, Marquita. Calling from 404.
Hello.
404. Yes.
Hey, Gigi.
Hey girl, what's up?
Child, I just want to say I'm stuck in the middle. R. Kelly made some of the best songs I had a good time listening to some R. Kelly, honey. But he's a sexual deviant and he need to stay in jail. We got enough of these men running around now thinking they can do it.
You right. So you believe
Yeah,
that he
let him
deserved to stay in jail, right?
Yes, let him stay in there. Did you see the video?
I don't want to see the video. I tell you that.
Girl, that video, ooh, I can't imagine, honey. Ain't no man never did that to me.
I don't want to see that nasty stuff. You know what? It's enough for you to tell me. I don't need to visualize it. Do you know back in the day when your mama say, don't touch the stove, it's hot. I understand. I don't need to touch the stove to see it. I don't need to see everything. And I don't.
But I'm just, no, I completely understand. If you had a visual to go by, you would say, let his ass right in there forever.
I'm already saying that without the visual, honey. I'm already down. You already got my vote. I don't need to see the visual. I don't need to see the proof. Everybody, let me see the proof. I don't need to see that proof. I know a pedo when I see one.
Okay. And can I mention something about this Monique thing?
Go ahead.
Okay. I just feel like it don't matter what Monique do. I don't care what she try to create, what she try to do. In this industry, her name is Mud, and ain't nobody trying to hear that. They already see how she's showing out and acting a fool.
Mm-hmm.
Who want to work with that?
What's going to happen after this tour?
I don't know. Because I believe Cat Williams will have some decisions to make too, as far as if he want to be in the in crowd or if he want to be out there with Monique.
I don't know, child. We'll just have to see. This is gonna be an interesting twist. But I hope the next comedy show that she gets some new material. And that's actually funny.
Exactly. We tired of hearing you say fuck Tyler Perry, fuck Oprah. We tired of that.
It's gonna be the same thing. And they say they love your accent.
People ain't lost no sleep. They ain't lost no sleep. They ain't worrying about her.
You need to call in more, girl. What's your name or your nickname so we'll know?
Mimi.
Mimi. Yes, Mimi. You need to call in more, child.
I listen to you every night.
Well, why you don't call in? We want to hear that voice.
Well, the thing is, y'all pretty much say everything I'm thinking, and I just like to sit back and crack up with y'all.
Well, say it again. Can you say it again?
Yeah, I like to sit up and crack up. Y'all have me cracking up laughing.
Yeah, sometimes we can be childlike. We need you to repeat it. Say it again and again. Didn't I tell you to sit your butt down? Say it again. Just say call in and repeat everything you heard. All right.
Everything. All right, baby.
All right.
I'm going to call you tonight.
Thank you, Mimi. All right. Calling from 617. You're live on the air. Okay, that went down. So I guess our last topic is Dan Schneider. That's how you pronounce him, right? Well, he came out and he said he is suing Quiet on the Set. What are your thoughts about that, Rashida?
He need to hang it up.
He says that Quiet on the Set painted him as a pedo, and that it falsely painted him as a pedo, and he's suing.
Well, I watched Quiet on the Set, and they did say he has some weird behavior, but the most of that show was basically depicting him as a rude, nasty, sexist person that basically women were not equal to men. How he would take, the shows that he invented, I grew up on, right? I went back and I watched a couple of episodes of some of them shows. It was most definitely some inappropriate things that I did not catch as a child in there. Like when he was in the hot tub with, I can't think of this girl name right now. Always constantly hugged up with these young girls. What was that? Nose Boy? Come on, that looked like D's all over him, and then he sneezed, and now the lady got a whole bunch of snot on her face. That was a C shot. Like what they said about him was accurate, because if you go back and look at everything he produced, the videos is there. Now, as an adult watching it, you'll see where it was a lot of sexual things in the shows, and these are shows for kids. So I think that he's not going to win.
Got it. A lot of people in the comment section are saying Amanda needs to speak out now. They are urging Amanda to speak out.
Yeah, because look how she turned out. He did a number on her. And I think that in the beginning, him and her dad were in cahoots, because they said that her dad worked her like a dog. Like basically her dad, she had no freedom to be a child. That was his meal ticket, and the only reason they had a falling out was because Dan tried to get her emancipated so that her parents didn't have rights. They tried to do that conservatorship over her as well. So I think that he don't have a case.
Now, he does have other people, I guess, kids, stars, and parents that work with him, and they look like they are behind him, especially Chris, mother. She's also is going to be behind Dan, and I guess he's going to rally up some other people that pretty much praises him.
That's okay, because the people that worked for him were on the show and they told a different. So at the end of the day, they brought enough evidence up against him for Nickelodeon to let him go. So he doesn't have a case. They could say whatever they want to say. The proof is in the pudding, and they brought the proof. That's why at first they was bringing the proof, but it wasn't enough for them standing up. So Nickelodeon was letting them ride because he was bringing in so much money. Talking about cash cow. Oh, he was bringing in so much money. But when the evidence and the complaints became overbearing, and they knew that they was going to lose more money being in court, lawsuit after lawsuit, they decided to let him go because they knew what they were saying was true. They know that. And then look how many pedos he had on the set working with them.
He knew all those people were pedos, huh?
Yeah, one of them was a registered one.
So were these his friends? Were Dan's friends with a lot of pedos?
Yeah, like look at what they did to Drake from Drake and Josh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. When I heard that story and I listened to this boy speak, because I was wondering what happened to him. My kids used to watch his show heavy, my oldest son especially. And then he went and started falling off the rails, doing all types of substances. And I'm like, well, what happened to him? And then this came out, and you see him come up and he's telling his story now. I couldn't believe how many people in the industry, when he went to trial, now they got this man on recording, admitting to everything he did to this boy. Cold, hard facts from this man's mouth. He said he did this. And these people like what is this lady name that used to play on the show? A lot of celebrities, including, I'm sorry, y'all.
It's okay, you forgot. But
Yeah,
it's
but
back to you.
they basically was saying, well, what did this little boy do to entice him? He must have been enticing him. Are you kidding me? A 14, 15-year-old boy enticed him, put him in a predicament and to make him like, are you serious? And they wrote letters to the judge. And this man only got what, 13 months?
That's sick. That's old school doing. Old school people think like that.
Yo, that blew my mind. The fact that it wasn't a situation where you had his word against, you didn't have, one word against the other. This man admitted it. The feds got Drake to record him admitting that he did these things. So this is not hearsay. He enticed them. He put them in a compromising situation. Are you serious?
That's what a lot of pedos say. They say the person, the little kid, did it. Came on to them, kept smiling at them.
And the father knew that was going to happen. And I think that it was the mother dropped the ball. Drake's mother dropped the ball because the father was taking care of his career, and they got in his head to fire his dad, let the mom take control because they knew it was easier to manipulate the mother, and she would and the very thing he said, I'll let you take over everything if that's what he wants, but do me one favor and don't let him be around these men by himself. Be there every time he goes, go with him. And the very first thing she did was send him to that man's house for over a week.
Wow. A week for what?
Yeah. And that's when it started. And he spazzed out. and finally told his mom. And that's because his girlfriend's mom sat him down and finally got it out of him. The story, Gigi, did you see Quiet on Set?
No, I told
Oh my goodness.
Y'all tell me. I don't like watching stuff for real like that. I'd rather hear y'all tell it.
Oh,
There. Calling from 954. You're live on the air. 954.
Hello?
Yeah, can you turn your radio in the background down? So if you guys calling in, please turn that audio in the background down, because if you don't, it's going to be an echo and it's distracting if we hear it in the background. Calling from 510, you're live on the air.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, good to be back in the building. I called a few times, so this is like my third time calling though. So, and this is a topic, I wanted to just give my 2 cents on though, because this situation's a hot mess anyway with Dan Schneider. I hear you guys talking about him. I did watch the Quiet on Set documentary. It was, hard for me because, I'm an early 2000s baby anyway. I grew up on shows like Drake and Josh, iCarly, Victorious, and all these other Nickelodeon TV shows, and everything Dan Schneider did turned to gold and things like that. And to see like how the weird stuff he put in the shows with the foot fetishes and, the sexual innuendos and tons of other adult material. And my mom, she was one of those moms who she always got bad vibes off of Nickelodeon. And I didn't know where that came from. And looking back at the show now as an adult, the show is like, it's me personally, Nickelodeon got to be under investigation, because how did this stuff get past censorship? It was that disgusting and bad. And Brian and Dan, y'all was just saying, Dan started had lots of, pedos on set working with him. Brian Peck was the worst one of them all too. But then I don't know if y'all talk about it yet though. Brian Peck, he did go to jail for half a year, and it's not alleged though. He's a registered sex offender anyway, and he's
SA offender.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, my bad though. But after he got out of jail, he ended up going to work for a Disney Channel, and he was the voice of the Magic Mirror on Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. He wasn't allowed to be around children, but he was able to voice characters on the show though. So Disney Channel, the whole Disney Corporation, their swamp stinks too. So, but they need to be under investigation too, because when it comes to show, they don't value kids' safety anyway. Because y'all really had no problem working without alleged. It was confirmed what he had did, and he was still allowed to work in children's entertainment. So that's the value to Disney Channel too. But I will say this though, everybody is now saying, why is Dan Schneider not in jail? Why is he, why is he not under the microscope? So he's under the microscope, but why is he not in jail? I will say this though, for all y'all, there needs to be more evidence to come out though. Unless somebody says particularly he did this to me, he's not going to go to jail though. He's not going to go to jail though. There needs to be more evidence than this though. If you watch Quiet on Set, yes, it's horrific what he put these children through. He's weird with all these sexual innuendos and all these foot fetishes, but that's not enough to convict him. There needs to be more people to come out though. I have a feeling he did some things to Jeanette McCurry. He did some things to Amanda Bynes and even Ariana Grande. Why do y'all think Ariana Grande is a big star right now too though? I think Dan Schneider pulled some strings and talked to some folks in high places and then made Ariana Grande a big star. That's her hush-hush payment though, her hazard pay. That's why she won't come out and talk against him though, because I made you a star. This is your hush-hush payment. So don't be saying nothing and things like that. And tons of other actors I actually signed NDAs though. I have my eyeballs on them too though. But until some of these people who are calling him out say he did this to me, he's not going to go to jail though. But my thing is this though, even if some people did say he did this to me too, it's going to be hard to convict him, because guess what though? Dan Schneider has been working under Nickelodeon for decades upon decades. He knows their secrets, know who is who. So if he goes down, he is going to take everybody with him, because he has so much dirt on people. He's the one of hundreds of Nickelodeon. So if he's facing this amount of time in jail, he will sting like a canary and expose everyone's secret. So Nickelodeon is actually protecting him. They gave him a settlement of $7 million back in 2017 when the whole Me Too movement happened, because they had to just get rid of him, though. But that was his protection, though. They're protecting him because he will sink the entire. He has so much dirt on people. So much dirt on people. Know about the secret and the binds, and tons of other young girls got exposed, got discovered at these secret pool parties that these little girls will go to, and get discovered though, and what goes on at those pool parties. So I'm not going to even talk about that right now. Don't want to get your YouTube flagged or anything though, but he knows all about that stuff. So he was a part of it too. And they will protect him because he's got dirt on them. But that's all I wanted to say though. Thank you for thank you for having the call line come on and for me speaking my opinion. So
anytime, baby, call back. All right, call from 954. You're live on the air.
Ooh, hello.
Yes.
Hello. Yes. Hi. I look at your podcast, The MessySweetspot. And I was listening to a lot of interesting subjects that you all are on. And right now, I'm actually looking at one of your podcasts right now.
Yeah. Are you talking about the Monique podcast?
I'm talking about the one with it has Christopher Williams.
Oh,
Sure,
that's another one. Yeah, we did that yesterday. We'll probably touch on it later on today. So did you have anything to say about the current podcast that we're talking about?
No, I really didn't follow through, but I do understand what the gentleman that just... Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, you can call us tonight and we're going to talk about Diddy.
I have interesting information regarding to Aaliyah.
Okay, well, how about this? We're going to do it.
Cousin.
What? We're going to do it tonight. Call us back tonight at 9:15.
Okay, then.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Calling from 615-617. You're live on the air.
Hey, Gigi, it's Kiki.
Hey, Kiki, what's your thoughts?
Hey, I just want to add my 2 cents into what the gentleman was saying just a little while ago. I do agree with everything he was saying. Dan Schneider, it does have to be a good case against him for him to go down. However, if you look at all the evidence, I mean, it is there. You got victims, you got kids that been victims, and people go back to Amanda Bynes. But if you really want to go back in time, you can go back to Zoe 101. Let's talk about Zoe. Let's talk about Britney Spears' sister. You know what I mean? She got pregnant at an early age, and nobody knew what was going on, and they tried to keep it a secret for a long time. And now rumors are coming out saying that could have been possibility of Dan Schneider's baby. And because she was a minor, I think she was like 16, and she had to end the show because she was pregnant and things like that. And there was allegations coming upon them. The whole show, they quit the show. But I just feel like it's so much deeper than that. You know what I mean? And I feel like if you, like Rashida was saying, when you go back as an adult and you watch the shows in certain episodes, it's like, wow, I can't believe that was happening in the shows. And as a kid, you don't realize it. You know what I mean? Like with the slime being squirted on their face and just how they were positioned, and the feet in the mouth and rubbing the feet on the face. And, he had a feet fetish. You know what I mean? It's like the Nickelodeon sign was a foot sign. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody thought of things like this. Like everybody we were all kids growing up just loving the shows. But in all actuality, they were all victims, like they lost their childhood, so we could have one at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's sad to say it like that, but that's how it was. But I definitely think that he is going to go down. It's going to be like another Epstein situation. You know what I mean? He's definitely going to go down. But that just goes to show you it's so much. And I think, and speaking of Amanda Bynes too, she actually branched off from Nickelodeon and did a show that used to be on like CW, and it was called like What a Girl Wants or something like that. And Dan Schneider was executive producer on there. And the other producers on there end up firing him from the show because I guess he was being, trying to be too controlling over Amanda Bynes' career, trying to control how she is, the script she makes, what she wears, how she acts, things like that. So they end up cutting him from the whole show. So, he had a type of possession over people. He had a type of obsession over certain people. And it's like, it's sick because they were all children at the end of the day.
Well,
but yeah, I definitely think that he's gonna go down in time, and he can try to turn around and sue and everything. But honestly, in the predicament that he's in, it's only gonna open up Pandora's box. You know what I mean? It's gonna open up to more things that we don't know about yet. And yeah, he might know a lot of people's secrets in the industry, but at this point, it's like everybody knows a little bit of something in the industry about somebody's business. You know what I mean? Like the industry is too small for them. Everybody knows everybody. Everyone's connected in some certain, sick way, and it's like, that's just the reality of it. And it's just nothing but children involved. Yeah. But if you think about it, it's like Hollywood is just, pedophilia. You know what I mean? Like, it's just it's sad to say it like that, but it is. You can go back to Shirley Temple. You know what I mean? Like, you go back to so many kids, so many people.
The world is pedo. It's pedo. The whole world is.
But the industry markets it, and we didn't realize it until certain laws were passed, until certain people, came out and told their stories, until, things started changing in the world for people to come out and realize, like, that wasn't right. Like, what I went through wasn't normal. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's just what I wanted to say. It's just, we shall see how his story unfolds on that.
Yeah.
But as far as the boy Drake from Drake and Josh, because I did watch the Quiet on Set as well. My heart goes out to him. I feel like, his mom really set him up in that position, and, to keep sending him over there. And, he had to take his girlfriend's mom to really realize, like, something's not right with this boy. You know what I mean? And thank God she had that sit down and spoke with him. But it took that to really realize, like, okay, something's not right. But it's just sad because a lot of their parents give them away. You know what I mean? Just for the check. So it's unfortunate that happens.
All right. Thank you, Kiki. All right. So we done with the phone calls. And I know, people say Hollywood is full of pedos. But before Hollywood was born, the world was full of pedos. The whole world, the human race is full of pedos. Okay. I was just watching Lady Macbeth last night. And, they bought her. Like they bought slaves. They bought her when she was young to marry that old man. And honey, she ended up taking out that old man, the grandfather, and finding a new love, honey, her own age. But this whole world is for the pedos. This world was founded on pedos. If you go to the Middle East and Africa, you still got a lot of pedos because they still push the pedos. But Rashida?
Yeah. It's crazy. I did want to say that I agree with her when she say if he decides to sue, that's gonna open up something that he don't want. He's gonna end up messing himself over by trying to sue.
Well, he already opened it.
It's crazy. And I agree with you. The whole world is like that. And all they keep doing as the years go on is move the goalpost on what's acceptable.
That's only on the Western, Rashida, because the East, the goalpost is still child marriage in some countries. So, and we were just not far. America, America pushed child marriage too.
Oh, Ashton Kutcher was one of the people who wrote. Don't come for me, y'all, but Ashton Kutcher was one of the ones who wrote the judge a letter saying that, he felt like the man was being enticed. I couldn't believe that.
All right. Well, I come back here at 9:15 to talk about some Diddy news. Rashida, hopefully I see you at 9:15.
I'm about to get my dinner started right now. I'll be there.
Love y'all. Bye.
Love you too. Bye. Later, chat.